It is a well-known fact that the visionaries at Medjugorje say Our Lady has told them that Medjugorje is the continuation and fulfillment of Fatima. Also another well-known fact, but for mysterious reasons, Russia was a dominant theme attached to the Fatima secrets. The key prophecy of the Fatima second secret was that Russia would err. This error, as many know, manifested itself as atheist communism. But less well known is Medjugorje's connection to Russia. Our Lady in 1981 gave the visionaries a prophecy about Russia, and it is this Russian prophecy that directly connects Medjugorje to Fatima. In a brief but prophetic message, Our Lady said, "Russia will come to glorify God the most. The West has made civilization progress, but without God, and acts as if they are their own creator. We call this the great prophecy of Medjugorje, and not only do we see it unfolding today, but the time of this prophecy is now. The time of consequences has arrived." Our Lady mentioned Russia at Fatima and at Medjugorje. Russia is the only country specifically mentioned in both Marian apparitions. This is not an insignificant fact. Fatima and Medjugorje are connected by Russia, and the secrets of Medjugorje, as they were at Fatima, will be tied to Russia. Please watch these brief comments by Dr. Ralph Martin to understand that the great prophecy of Medjugorje has already been fulfilled.
What is wokeism? Define it for me.
Well, a lot of it is rooted in something called critical race theory, which basically says the world should be divided into the oppressed and the oppressors, and that the key to understanding history is that there's those who have the power and those who don't have the power, and those who have the power oppress those who don't have the power. So what we need to do in order to get equity...
Yeah, this is Karl Marx.
It is. It's class warfare. And Archbishop Gomez specifically says that. He says this is Marxism coming in under all these new labels, and we know where that goes. Now, believe it or not, Putin, the president of Russia, about a month ago gave a long talk where he said the West is heading towards destruction because it's embracing wokeism.
Yes.
And he says, we tried this.
God bless him.
Yeah, he says, we tried this. We did this. It leads to a totalitarianism. It leads to eliminating people. It leads to disaster. I mean, it's not human. He says this whole gender stuff is not human. He says it's not good for human beings. So who would have thought that
an ally in Putin?
Yeah, that the President of the United States would be leading the charge to a post-Christian anthropology and a post-Christian religion, really. And he's basically, sometimes it looks to me like he sold his soul to get elected, because so Putin...
So you've got the United States President.
Yeah. Pushing away from Christ, and the Putin guy saying the Judeo-Christian tradition about marriage and family and sexuality is what human beings need. Not that he's an icon of living it necessarily or anything like that, but it's so strange to come out of the Soviet Union, a voice saying we did this and it was wrong and it was a disaster, and you're doing the same thing now. It reminds.
Dr. Ralph Martin dramatically asks, who would have believed that a day would come when Russia would be the protector of Christianity? Well, those who follow Medjugorje always knew this day would come. The day has now arrived. But now, with the arrival, are consequences for humanity to follow? Will the secrets begin to unfold? Fatima predicted that mankind would suffer if the consecration of Russia did not happen. The consecration was delayed. What followed was World War II and a great Christian persecution. Dear Christians, Our Lady's prophecy has been fulfilled. The future has arrived.